Good afternoon. We begin with breaking news. A fire emergency is right now unfolding in Sydney's southwest. Our reporter Andrew Denny is at an industrial estate in Chipping Norton. Andrew, now this blaze erupted at a Storage King facility this afternoon.
Well, that's right. Good afternoon. It was about 2 p.m. The 000 call started coming in this afternoon, and very quickly it was realised that this was a major event that was unfolding. If you take a quick look here behind me, this is Governor Macquarie Drive, completely packed with firefighters. And going to those pictures from our 7 News helicopter, you can understand why all of those resources are needed. We're told around 90 firefighters are responding to this blaze that started at the back of this factory. It is spewing columns of smoke and towers of flames from it. It began at the rear of this storage centre, and inside people have their personal possessions. So too businesses that are storing their products and documents. Emergency services have been pouring in here this afternoon. So too customers of this centre who are desperate to know if they have lost their possessions inside. We spoke to a few of them. Here is a little of what they had to say.
We're in the unit like 3 down, I think it was. Started off as a small fire and just spread like crazy real quick.
Basically, I heard someone yelling, and when I looked out the window, then I saw the smoke, and then I just basically got our building to evacuate.
It started with 3 explosions, I heard. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And then I parked my car, I came out quickly to see what it was, and there was smoke coming up. And we just all ran out because we were frightened.
So at this stage, around 30 people have been evacuated from this immediate area. We're yet to hear if that evacuation order will enlarge. Firefighters are due to speak to media and address the situation shortly, and we'll bring you that news here on 7 as it comes to hand.
Andrew Denny joining us live from Chipping Norton. Thank you, Andrew. Coogee shark attack victim Leah Stewart has woken from her coma. Her first words to her partner and mother, "I love you." As Paul Caddick reports, the breakthrough came as sharks forced more evacuations at Sydney beaches.
Good afternoon. Surfers and swimmers have again been ordered from the water after more shark sightings off Sydney beaches today, as the victim of this month's attack at Coogee, still in intensive care, has spoken for the first time.
Bondi Beach closed for a second day in a row after a great white shark was seen just off its northern end just before 7 a.m, with people told to get out of the water. Then just before 11 a.m, a Surf Lifesaving New South Wales drone operator spotted a great white shark off Avalon Beach as it turned towards surfers, setting off a siren to evacuate the water there. That drone, flown remotely from Surf Lifesaving's Operations Centre, just one of 100,000 shark surveillance flights over the last 12 months that have spotted more than 2,000 sharks off the state's coast.
Just because there's a drone flying there can never guarantee that there won't be a shark bite attack.
An operation expected to be scaled up with calls for dawn to dusk drone patrols every day.
We're going to unveil some practical measures that we think can make a big difference, particularly in relation to drone technology and nets, particularly during the summer period.
While the family of Leah Stewart, the victim of the Coogee shark attack, has revealed after a week of surgeries she's been briefly brought out of an induced coma. Her first words to her mum and partner Fernando, "I love you." Brother Joshua saying her first thoughts were with her daughter August and wanting to check she was okay. The family thanking supporters that Leah has a long road ahead, but this is such a positive first step and gives us hope.
The state already has the world's largest coastal shark drone surveillance program that is now set to get even bigger.
Thanks, Paul. A driver has died after a crash in Northmead this morning. An SUV collided with a truck carrying portable toilets on Windsor Road around 5:30 a.m. The driver of the car became trapped in the wreckage. They were eventually freed and rushed to hospital but could not be saved. The 42-year-old truck driver escaped unharmed and was taken for mandatory testing. Underlying inflation has surged to its highest level in almost 2 years, in a fresh blow to the economy. Live to our political reporter, Jasmine Turling's in Canberra. Jazz, economists are split on where this leaves the Reserve Bank's next interest rate decision.
Yes, good afternoon. And the government says today's headline figure is better than forecast. But when you dive deeper into the data, there is still some concerning trends. So at a surface level, headline inflation has dropped to 4% in the 12 months to May. Now, you can thank the fuel excise cut for artificially keeping that down. But when you remove that from the equation, the underlying figure, that's the one the Reserve Bank watches, that's up to 3.6%. That's the highest we've seen since September 2024 and well above the RBA's target range of between 2 and 3%.
For the RBA, it's still a pretty gradual and cautious approach. The quarterly measure does remain their key focus.
We are realistic. We're not complacent about the future trajectory of inflation, but you'd rather headline inflation coming down than going up.
Just seen a very heated question time in the House of Representatives this afternoon. The opposition has levelled personal attacks against the PM and Housing Minister's property investments in the wake of the government's tax reforms. Take a listen.
Can he explain why it's fair for him to personally pocket $200,000 and then pull up this ladder of opportunity from millions of aspirational Australians?
So I simply say this, Mr Speaker, that all of my arrangements have been declared appropriately.
The truth is that I didn't inherit wealth.
Now, the Treasurer has also been forced to ease fears after the Housing Minister, Claire O'Neill, said the market is experiencing a correction. Jim Chalmers maintains that prices will continue to rise, albeit at a slower rate. Anne.
Jasmine Turling's in Canberra. Thank you. Bondi hero Ahmed Al Ahmed has pleaded not guilty to assaulting his elderly father inside a Bankstown home. The 44-year-old claims his family is lying amid a bitter feud over millions of dollars he received in donations. Leonie Ryan reports.
Good afternoon. Well, Ahmed Al Ahmed is used to the spotlight, but this is publicity he never wanted, with a family feud and allegations of domestic violence being played out in court. He's been charged with assaulting his father, accused of putting him in a headlock during a fight inside their home at Bankstown, and as a result, police took out an apprehended violence order to protect the alleged victim. 44-year-old Ahmed said it never happened and claimed his family was lying. Ahmed was issued with a court attendance notice, and today, at his first mention, he made an appearance with his lawyer entering not guilty pleas to all the allegations, and a hearing date was set. It's understood his father has now changed his statement, and that was served on the prosecutor today.